Well, good afternoon. It's Cornishman Day today. I have a bit of read up, been a lot in the news and then, but it's always handy, you know, a bit of local paper a bit read. I like the one on Fridays, really, the Hale and St Ives Times, an Echo, excellent, lovely paper. Got a good bit of information in that, but no, look, I just want to say you're all right. Maybe you're right. We've been out now doing a little bit of shopping for the children, grandchildren, and the great grandchildren. So we got one or two to get some bits and pieces for. But once Christmas is over, another say few days, it'll be the shortest day, and then it's all forward. Then, isn't it? We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Warming up a bit, I expect then. But anyhow, just hope you're all right up there, Carol, up north somewhere. I know it's up past Cameron where you live, so up there somewhere. So we'd often talk about it down here, and but just look after yourselves. Stay safe. We're nearly there, nearly there. Now, this here one's called Hello Teresa. That's what somebody talking on the phone. This one's called Holidays. Hello, that you, Teresa, my handsome. My gar, I can hear you clear as a bell this morning. Must be with everyone gone on holiday. Cameron's some quiet. If you could shoot a cannon down Main Street, he wouldn't hit nobody. What? Are we going hell again? With maybes in our tribe? Yes, 'tis a nice little chalet and all. I dunno, but they crowd. Oh, I'd reckon 'tis more like a fortnight's hard labour than a holiday. I suppose he'll be doing all of the bacon and such like. Yes, if she'd a boil an egg, he'd a come out of the pan as raw as when he went in un. No, she's nice enough made, though, for all that. Ted and her fault she weren't round when they was handing out their brains. Mind, I do like ale. It was grand when me and my old man was courting. Once when I was getting on me bath costume, yes, you wouldn't think I would get one for they there swimming, would he? Well, 'tis a long time since, I can tell 'ee. What was I saying of? Oh, I know, yes. I was changing and I saw these old boy a watching of me. So I let fly with my fist and I gave him a girt old shiner. Laugh. Me old man was some mazed at all the, yes, he said. I was like a heathen, and I near enough gove he a shiner as well. I didn't speak to him for a week or more, till he come round with a girt bag of nices, and all was forgiven, my dear, all was forgiven. I just soon they was working. All the things he was going to do, like distampering the back kitchen. He won't do it. That's a promise, for now he'd a say he'd a making light-headed, waving a brush round in this heat. And when I asked him at Easter, he said standing out there in the cold, going them screws in his back. Stubborn as a mule he is, and twice as crafty. Sitting out there by the back door he is, and snoring away like a old fool. But he'll wake up soon enough for his meat. I dunno. And I best getting in the oven for he to start screeching. See again. Now this here one is by David Prowse. This one's called Brambles. I quite enjoy the solitude that goes with gardening days. I've friends enough in birds above and rabbits out to graze. But there was one without whose love these hours are not the same. A soft-eyed, wire-haired canine lass, and Brambles was her name. She lived but half a mile away in a house beyond the trees. She'd saunter in and saunter out as often as she pleased. As nervous and retiring as a kitten in the snow. I'd call and click my fingers, but she didn't want to know. I throwed a stick, suggesting she might care to give it a chase, but she'd tremble off in silence with a scowl upon her face. I persevered, regardless, till she thought it might be fun. Then she brought the stick in triumph, and our friendship had begun. Our courtship was in stages, as with all worthwhile romance. She'd flirt and then hop sideways in a sly, coquettish dance. But the rain brought us together when I sheltered in the shed. She followed on behind me and I reached to stroke her head. She licked my hand just once at first, then suddenly was mine, pouring out affection like a bottled vintage wine. Her paws were on my shoulders and the balm was now complete, and then she curled contentedly in slumber at my feet. From there on, every morning she'd be waiting at the door for the sharing of adventures that the day might have in store. No clock could match her instinct for the passing of the hours and the ordered, scheduled nature of her tryst amongst the flowers. 3 years we had together as companions of the soil, and every day was lightened of its labour and its toil by brambles, running, chasing, until resting on my coat. And then the news I dreaded put a tremble in my throat. Her family was moving, not a million miles away, but far enough to put an end to joint communal play. I had to let her go, and not be tempted to be led, but plans that might confuse her in the life that lay ahead. And so arrived the morning when no greeting lay in wait, no bouncing joyful partner wagging welcome at the gate. Somehow the days were longer and their consequence demeaned, until the fates considered and so briefly intervened. 6 months had passed. I'd been dispatched for errands in the town. The summer crowds were thronging on the streets I ambled down. There came a stir behind me, people scattered as I wheeled, and in my arms leapt brambles, her emotions unconcealed. So magical that moment, till her owner called her name. Then she was gone forever, yet I dare not complain. Just think of me, dear brambles, in the glossy morning dew, for while I live and breathe, my love, I'll still remember you. Thank you very much.